What up? It's James of P2F Fighting, and let's talk about this. So I got an anonymous question requested for me to answer. And the question is, does it help to be a skilled fighter in prison? All right, anonymous person, today's your day. All right, so does it help to be a skilled fighter in prison? It always helps to be a skilled fighter anywhere. But uh, as far as prison goes, I will just tell you that it's probably better not to show your skills until it's absolutely necessary. I covered this actually in another video, a previous video I did that back some years ago. I had to go to jail for 2 days because I got caught driving on a suspended license. And when I was checking in, they went through my stuff and found my martial art card that said that I was a black belt and a deadly weapon and all this BS that I had to you used to have to carry that stuff in certain states and certain counties, whatever. And so I had one of these cards in my wallet and they went through it and found it. And the guy that was processing me was a sheriff because it was just a jail, it wasn't a prison. I was just there for 2 days. And he told me, your best bet is not to do nothing in here. He said you walk around acting like Billy Badass and someone's gonna fuck you up. And yeah, that made sense. My cell had no door, and when they served food that night, I saw a couple guys beat up another guy over his plate, and they didn't know anything, but they jumped a dude and they were looking around for someone else to jump, and I had taken my tray with into my cell. I wasn't trying to fight nobody. So now you're talking about prison. That was just a detention center for 2 days. Yeah. At some point, you may have to fight, especially when you're new, someone's going to try you. Unless you're in solitary or unless you're in one of those prisons for white collar workers who don't really do much and they're kind of in a friendly area. But if you're in a real max security or you're in there with some crazy motherfuckers, someone's going to try you eventually. And if you're too pretty, they're going to want your butthole. So you might have to fight somebody then too. But the best thing you can do is try to be a instead of being a skilled fighter, you probably should be a skilled talker. Try to talk your way out of things. Try to avoid situations as much as possible. It's going to be hard because when you're locked up, if someone's got a target on you, you're not going to get away. Maybe join a group because most floors of prisons are separated by race and they're separated by gangs. And so I don't know the background of who you are because you asked this question anonymously. But if you're part of a gang, maybe join with them so that you have numbers because that's probably what you're going to need more than anything. It's not really about being a skilled fighter because in the prison it's about gang culture more than anything else. So you're probably going to want to do that. Get with a crew quick and get assimilated into there and keep your mouth shut until you're out. If you're out, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know your circumstances. So, but my advice would be to have the skill, keep your mouth shut until you have to use it, negotiate your way out of situations, and if you gotta throw some punches, then throw them. And if you have to fight, obliterate that motherfucker because so everybody knows, you know, because if anyone sees you can fight, regardless, you're gonna have a target on your back. So you might as well just destroy a motherfucker so everybody knows and thinks twice about it. But yeah, your best bet, always great to have skill in a prison, in an environment where you could get shanked any day. You could get hurt by anyone at all times. Uh, you might have a gang after you. It's just better to stay quiet, avoid problems, and keep your head down, but on a swivel, and you should be all right. That's my advice. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy.